YouTube? What's up? Kilo, MaddenStudents.com. Bringing you guys a little Virginia Tech gameplay, NCAA 13. This video is basically made because my boy Really757, known as Notorious Big D on YouTube, he asked me to play with VTech, and I decided to go ahead and do it. Basically, if you guys ask me to play with a team, I'm just gonna take like my first gameplay with that team, regardless of like whatever happened with it, and put it up. Mostly because I'm not really trying to put a whole lot of effort into this game. I really don't like it. Um, really not that good at it, and it's just, I don't know, kind of whack to me. Not really a big fan, I guess. But I will go ahead and take a gameplay if you ask me to play with a team, and throw it up, and we'll see what happens. As for the next gameplay that I put up, I have 2 games left on my computer that are already recorded. And I'm going to let you guys decide, so just throw it in the comment box which one you would rather see. Either A, me playing with USF and getting blown the fuck out, or B, me playing with USC and it ends up being like an absolutely epic game. So either one, I don't really mind posting either. I have no problems posting the blowout. And when I say blowout, I mean I got raped, like fucking anally assaulted. That shit was just horrible. So I mean I don't think I've ever put up I've put up losses before, but I don't think I've ever put up blowouts before. So if you want to see Kilo get blown out, please feel free to vote for that one, and we can throw that one up. Whatever one you want to see. Also, too, it's been a couple days since I made a video. Things got kind of crazy. So there's that whole me and Zan back and forth thing. I don't really want to put a whole lot more effort into it. Basically because I really don't like him. Like, he's on my list of people I will smack the fucking shit out of if I ever see it at a live event. So I'm not going to put too much more effort into it, but just because he made a big response video, and it's just not in my nature to turn the other cheek. It's just not me. I'm going to go ahead and throw one last little tidbit out on my end as well. Basically, we're just going to be discussing like the proof that he used in his video, like the big proof that he used, the 1975 Bear Bryant Alabama playbook. And bear with me, guys, because the video section of this next little section is a little messed up. I took it from him, and to give the example, and it didn't come out right. But I mean, it's all good because the audio is what's most important anyway. So in a second here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut to his footage, and just pay attention to the audio. And then I threw my own little clip at the end. So here it is, real quick, guys. Thanks.
And I will include a diagram in the description of the video, as well as I'll try to get it up within the video towards the end, showing Paul Bear Bryant's actual 1975 playbook with the numbering system for the running backs and the gap numbering, which does not really differ regardless of who the coach is. I will try to show you an actual photo of Paul Bear Bryant's handwriting. It's the same playbook that was run in '75 by the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I mean, this is the Paul Bear Bryant playbook. Check it out in the description. I am not lying. I'm not manipulating anything.
We never had time to make a playbook before the start of practice. We went undefeated that year in the Wishbone, and Coach Bryant was very superstitious, so he didn't want a playbook ever made. So we went 11 years without an offensive playbook.
So I'm pretty much done after that. Kind of speaks to the whole like fraud and internet knowledge that that people gain and then try to fucking regurgitate like they really know what they're talking about. To his credit, some older teams do use that numbering system. However, it is not the correct numbering system for a wishbone based from the beginning of time team. Teams that use that numbering system typically ran the T formation back in the day, which is basically like the 3 backs all in a line horizontally in the backfield. And because of that, the backs were numbered from left to right, 2, 3, 4. And the fullback stepping up a couple yards, they would just keep their numbering system so as not to actually confuse the play calling system. Um, Kind of ironic that that's the way it works, since Zan would lead you to believe that it's a much more complex system when the fullback is labeled number 3. But in any event, I'm done with all that shit. Like I said, I'll see you at an event, man. Back to the gameplay. They say I moved the ball on him fairly well there and just completely fucked it up in the end zone. So, and that seems to be like an issue for me this year. Like red zone offense. My red zone offense is horrible. I have absolutely zero run game, and then when I'm forced to throw, I mean, obviously the coverage is so much tighter, in a compressed area. So I just have a really hard time converting in the red zone. So hopefully I can work on that, get a little red zone offense going. May even actually have to add like an actual like separate mini scheme to my playbook for that area of the field, because I mean it's really been a problem for me so far this year. In regards to Virginia Tech though, the defense is absolutely phenomenal. I love the defense. They have one of the best lockdown corners on the game. I don't even know the dude's name, but he's number 17. And then the other one, he's kind of short, but he's incredibly fast. So, I mean, he works out pretty good too. And then just the rest of their defense is just monsters. A lot of strength on the defensive line. It's a good, solid defensive team. The offense, it's not. I don't know. It's okay. It's not really like my style of offense, I don't think. I mean, they have a very slow tight end who I'm not really a big fan of. Their receivers are all pretty big, 6'2" or better. So, I mean, that's definitely a bonus. And the quarterback is actually pretty good, minus his slower speed. So, and the running back's just an average running back. Like, there's really nothing special about him. But and that's basically the reason that I don't use Virginia Tech on a regular basis, is because I just don't really like the offense. The defense is great, though. Absolutely love it. So that's my little synopsis of Virginia Tech. Definitely a team that you can use, though. One of the better teams on the game, I think, overall. I think a couple guys on Madden Students actually call the quarterback tree, because he's like absolutely fucking huge. Like, he's enormous. And he throws dots, like that dot right there. I mean, he throws dots. So he's definitely a good quarterback. Playing against Notre Dame, too, is kind of tough. In my opinion, they're like one of the better overall teams in the game as well. Their offense is just geared to pretty much run whatever you want to run. I do prefer to run the wishbone with Notre, or not the wishbone, the option with Notre Dame. But you can really run whatever with their offense. Their offense is great, and their defense is outstanding. They have the best middle linebacker in the game, and I mean, he's basically like having another corner on the field. He's amazing. So this guy, thankfully, like, he was worse than me, because I'm pretty bad. So him being worse than me definitely helped out in this gameplay. As you'll see as we get in here, he scored the 7 on the pick 6. But other than that, offensively, he didn't really have much to offer. Pretty much everything he did was like real, just like basic, generic. Didn't really like pick up pressure that well. He, I don't know, just lacked adjustments, I guess I would say. He was the first guy that I've seen so far this year running, little like odd formations like this one, the F pair twins, or whatever it's called in NCAA. I don't really know, but the single back twin tight end, twin receivers. So he definitely mixed his play call up a little bit. Now he's running some generic split slot stuff. This is like typical, and unfortunately he just doesn't find anybody open and has to take it out of bounds. So, but as much as I hate this game, I actually enjoy playing it. And it's actually fun to be bad at it, because like, no matter who I'm playing, it's actually like a competitive game. Like, I feel like I could easily lose. So that's kind of keeping it interesting for me. I haven't played many games since the patch that came out yesterday. This is pre-patch, by the way. So will the next 2 gameplays be pre-patch. But from what I've seen in practice mode, they actually did stop the deep middle defenders from like jetting over to the sidelines. So maybe now zone will be semi-playable. I don't really know. Like I said, I haven't really tested it out. I played like a few games last night. But nothing like, you know what I mean? No real heavy look at it. So we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful though, because I mean, with a few things tweaked a little bit, this has the potential to be a really good game in my opinion. but where it stands, it's not. There's a prime example too, the spy thing. Um, that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? How do you miss that when you're like, how do you miss that? uh, how do the game changers miss that too? Like, I mean, I don't mean to attack you guys, but like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are like the players, supposedly. You know what I mean? Like, how do you miss that? I don't understand. Um, Me personally, I feel that Game Changers program is just a big fucking line of bullshit. To have EA have us thinking that we have some sort of control as a community over the game, and ultimately they just do what the fuck they want to anyway. Just my personal opinion. I don't really know the inner workings of the program or anything, but I do know that after seeing this game, the program can't be that great. Um, Shit like that just wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like the fucking Wildcat glitch is still in this game. Like how do you miss that, Game Changers? EA, anybody. That shit was around all last year. And now like magically it's here again. How the fuck do you miss that? I don't understand. Um, in any event though, so you see I put up another 7 on the board, so now I have the lead, which is a good thing. I like having leads. It's important. You need a lead to win a football game. So it's good to have them. So we'll see if we can stop his offense again. He's been struggling, like I said, on offense, so I'm not really too overly concerned with that. Um, his only points so far have come from my mistake. And right there, nice read by him. Tight end off the line of scrimmage. It's actually nice to see that like still happening a little bit because I know there's a lot of other instances where the receivers are just like oblivious to the ball being thrown, and it's in situations where like they really shouldn't be. You know, like one of the games I played last night, there was no corner over top of a receiver on the left side of the field. So I put him on a streak and I quick threw it. There's no reason why he shouldn't be looking for that ball. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking about mimicking actual real life gameplay, like any receiver in the world would make that read. Holy fuck, there's nobody in front of me. Throw the ball. I'll look for it immediately. You know what I mean? But and that's the problem I think. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that, real life gameplay, blah 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 blah." Yawn, bore, whatever. Um, the problem with real life gameplay being put into video games is that you can't mimic real life player intelligence. So it just opens the door for all sorts of new quirks and shit. You know what I mean? Like people concern themselves so much with, you know, well, how are the players moving? Are they sliding? Are they planting? Are they fucking breathing and farting on the field? You know what I mean? Like nobody gives a fuck about that except for little nitpicky faggots. Like seriously. Like what people really want in my opinion is gameplay. Like if you give me a game that has all the details right but the gameplay is fucking horrible, so fucking what? You got details right. You know what I mean? The gameplay is fucking horrible. And I really see that being the direction that the game's headed. Hopefully Madden proves me wrong. I have to say, though, I'm not very optimistic about it. Mostly because the same people made it this year. So, you know what I mean? Like in previous years, Madden used to have little advantages. I mean, the basics of the gameplay was pretty similar to NCAA in my opinion, but you know, Madden would be a little more fluid with the movement. Obviously, it looks better, you know, things of that nature. But you know, the way zones played, for example, would be pretty much spot on with Madden and NCAA. And this year, I expect that to be no different. But I'm really hoping that we get the Madden feel to the game, because that would improve this game like a whole lot to begin with. Like I was telling a buddy though, like I'm gonna need more than just like more fluid movement to be a believer because I care more with Madden. You know what I mean? This game I don't give a fuck about. If they give us more fluid movement, I'd be ecstatic with this game. But with Madden, that's not gonna be enough to make me a happy guy. Um, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna stay optimistic and hope. And if not, you know what? I'm just gonna play a whole lot of fucking leagues next year because they did make like amazing changes in the connected careers thing, that just seem like it, you know, will keep the game interesting for a very long time to come. So hopefully that'll be my fallback anyway, is the career mode. But we'll see what happens. As you guys can see, I'm about to score again, or getting there. 3rd and 4 from the 8, 14-7, and trying to get in the end zone anyway. We'll see if I can. If I do get in the end zone, though, not to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure this guy's just going to pack it in. Um, just doesn't really seem to be like he's very happy playing the game at the moment. Right there, I dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. I dropped the ball. Everybody drops the ball. That's one thing. If it's in Madden, like the drops from this game, if that's in Madden, I'm going to lose my mind because like I just can't deal with it. Like especially playing with like lower rated teams, the drops are just unfucking real. Like 10, 15 drops a game. Um, if you guys have me put up my blowout, like you'll see that in that game too. Like drops are just out of this world. Um, so anyway, we got in the end zone there with the ace big play action wide receiver quick, and now we're up 21-7. And this is getting to the point, guys, where he's pretty much just gonna say, you know what, fuck it, I quit. So in any event, thanks for watching. Shout out to Real E757 again for asking me to play with VTech. I believe this is like his local team, home team. So I hope you enjoyed it, Real E's. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out www.maddenstudents.com. Peace.